Where are you originally from?
I was born in Toledo, and then we moved to Estes Park when it was the middle of fifth grade. So I was 10.
And have you been in Colorado since then?
I went to school out of state. I went to college, undergrad in Washington State at Whitman College. I ended up going sight unseen. They offered me better financial aid than in-state schools. And then I went to law school in Philadelphia.
Law school in
And then I
Philadelphia.
practiced, yep, I practiced law for a couple years and then worked for Hickenlooper in DC.
How long have you been Secretary of State for people who don't know?
I've been Secretary of State now for 7.5 years.
What out of your past, either personal or professional experiences,
Mhm.
do you believe have prepared you for this role as Attorney General?
So the Attorney General is an executive who manages a large office, provides the legal direction and strategic decisions for that office. And I have 7 years of experience guiding a big office, the Secretary of State's office, and guiding the legal direction of that department. In my role as Secretary of State, I played a leading role on, I should say, I played a significant role on several high profile democracy issues, like making sure Tina Peters was addressed and held accountable. Or in 2020, working so that Postmaster General was restrained and stopped from sending bad information out to Colorado voters. I've managed that office during one of the most difficult times, during the greatest attack on our democracy in recent history. I'm also the candidate with the experience that is mattering most to voters, standing up to Trump. As Secretary of State, I led the fight to defend democracy against Trump. And as Attorney General, I plan to stand up to Trump and MAGA extremists to protect our democracy, our elections, and our freedoms. Now, you may hear that, that other candidates say, well, they have more trial experience, but the Attorney General is not a trial attorney. In fact, according to the 2018 Phil Weiser for Attorney General campaign, prior to 2019, no sitting Colorado AG had personally tried a case since 1860s. The AG's work, it's a big office, and the work is very expansive. Drafting, reviewing, and enforcing rules and contracts, advising agencies on all different topics of the law, advising the statewide constitutional elected officials. But the heart of it is managing an office of over 700 professionals and protecting us from the Trump administration.
And you kind of started at this last answer, you kind of answered it, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure I get a direct question about it. I think when we open our ballots, there's a lot of titles that we know, right? But sometimes we get to Attorney General and we might wonder, what exactly is that? What is that role? How does that impact my life? In your own words, what is the Attorney General and what should that role do?
I think, that potential confusion isn't only with Attorney General, it's what does the Treasurer do? What does the Secretary of State do? In my current job as Secretary of State, there's a lot that I do that never makes the television, right? Because it's not the hot topics. The hot topics are democracy, standing up to Trump, standing up to MAGA. The Attorney General is similar to an extent in that there's a lot that the Attorney General's office is doing on any given day that Coloradans may not be paying super close attention to. But at the end of the day, what the Attorney General is the lead lawyer for the state. You're a manager of 700 lawyers and support staff, advising the statewide executive officials, advising every agency, and then making some of those big strategic decisions on how to protect our state. Some of my priorities, I'm happy to get into, Colette, if that's helpful.
That actually was going to be my next question is
Okay.
if you are
Uh-huh.
chosen to be the Democratic nominee that we see on that November general election ballot, what would be your promise to voters about what policies you would take on as Attorney General?
I'm running for Attorney General to stand up to Trump and MAGA extremists to protect our democracy and our fundamental rights. As Secretary of State, I've led the fight many times to defend our democracy. When Tina Peters compromised her voting equipment to try to prove the big lie in election conspiracies, I held her accountable. After January 6th, I advocated to remove Trump from Colorado's ballot despite receiving death threats. And I'm currently being sued by Trump's DOJ for refusing to hand over sensitive voter data. As Attorney General, I plan to stand strong against this administration to protect our rights in our state. But there's also a lot of work to do in the state. So, for example, a big priority of mine is making sure that all Coloradans' reproductive rights are protected and safeguarding birth control, IVF, and abortion access. I'll protect Coloradans' civil rights from the lawless Trump administration. That includes making sure that ICE agents don't commit crimes, making sure that that state officials, that local officials, are not working with ICE in an unlawful way under Colorado law. I will absolutely prosecute federal agents who commit crimes in the state. A lot of the Attorney General's work touches on antitrust and consumer protection. And as Attorney General working together, we're going to go after corporate greed to stop illegal price gouging and wage theft. When it comes to guns, I'll fight to keep our community safe by working with the legislature on common sense gun violence prevention measures, including a stronger assault weapons ban. When it comes to women, I look forward to being Colorado's first Democratic woman Attorney General, because I do believe that women and families need champions. We must fix the rape kit backlog in the state. It is frankly unacceptable that victims are waiting month after month after month to have their evidence processed. And then, of course, there's the environment. We are seeing the EPA being gutted, and we really need to lean in. I'm going to sue to stop Trump's efforts to force Colorado, for example, to use dirty coal power and sell off our public lands if they venture to go down that path. And I'll stand up to corporate polluters to make sure our air and water are clean and our outdoors are protected. And I'm happy to go into any of those in more specifics.
Why, at certain community events, have you maybe been absent while the other three Democratic candidates have been there?
I would say the attack is misguided, and I think a show of desperation from the other campaigns, unfortunately. I've attended 12 forums, a debate. We hosted a dozen town halls all across the state. I went to dozens of Democratic meetings through the caucus process to get onto the ballot, unlike two of my other opponents who bought their way onto the ballot. So I've been showing up all across the state for more than just the past year. And I'm really proud of all the support that we have. You know, we have the endorsement of 24 labor unions, elected officials from all across the state. Honestly, I'm really proud of my track record. But I'll tell you, Colette, I think it's also a signal of something else. Look, I'm overseeing the election that is ongoing right now as Secretary of State. We're preparing for federal interference and all the things that Coloradans may be worrying about. I'm running for Attorney General, and it's when you're the front runner, some of the candidates may choose to go negative, and I think that's sad for democracy. But Colette, I'm also a mom. I have a 22-month-old little toddler, and I honestly think the experience of having a toddler at home is important. I know the cost of daycare. I know the cost of formula and the things that Coloradans may be really getting squeezed at, whether it's the cost of goods at the grocery store or a big hospital visit. So I'm always going to also show up for my family and toddler, and I'm really proud of showing up all across the state, but also showing up as the current Secretary of State and as a mom to our little toddler.
Is there a fun fact about you? Is there something that people don't know about? Anything on the campaign trail you're not talking about? What would be your fun fact?
Well, gosh. Well, I could say, after college, I was actually awarded a fellowship. It's called the Watson Fellowship. And I spent a year in different countries around the world studying cultural globalization through the dance of salsa.
I had no idea. Wait, so you're like
I've had a
salsa dancer?
Life. So I would say, as Secretary of State, I do not go salsa dancing often, but I love salsa dancing. I actually met my husband at joint birthday party salsa dancing party. So I spent a year of my life doing that. It's something that I really enjoy.